If your legs feel weaker every year, it's not just age, it's a signal your body is running low on key nutrients. Without them, your muscles shrink, your balance suffers, and even walking can feel harder. But here's the good news. There are 3 specific vitamins that can wake up your muscles, fire up your strength, and help you walk with confidence again, starting in weeks, not years. Stay with me because I'll show you exactly what they are, how much you need, and how to combine them with one simple plan to see results in just 30 days. If your legs feel weaker than they used to, it's easy to blame getting older. But the truth is, age itself isn't the problem. The real issue is what happens inside your body when you don't give your muscles what they need to stay strong. Most people think weakness comes suddenly, like one day you can walk upstairs and the next you can't. But muscle loss, what doctors call sarcopenia, starts quietly, often in your 40s, and then accelerates after 60. It's a slow leak of strength that only becomes obvious when you're already struggling to stand from a chair, climb stairs, or carry groceries without fatigue. After 60, there are 3 major reasons why this decline speeds up. The first is loss of muscle fibers. Your body contains 2 main types of muscle fibers, fast twitch and slow twitch. Fast twitch fibers are responsible for quick, powerful movements like standing up quickly or catching yourself when you trip. These fibers shrink and die off faster with age if you don't challenge them regularly. This is why many older adults have trouble reacting quickly when they lose balance. They've lost the fibers that help them respond in an instant. The second reason is reduced hormone levels. Testosterone, growth hormone, and even estrogen play a big role in maintaining muscle mass, even in women. These hormones naturally decline with age, which slows protein synthesis, the process your body uses to repair and build muscle tissue. Think of protein synthesis like a construction crew repairing a building. When hormone levels are lower, fewer workers show up to the job site, the repairs happen more slowly, and your muscle gradually weakens. The third reason is nutrient absorption issues. Even if you eat well, your digestive system becomes less efficient at extracting and absorbing nutrients as you get older. This means you might be eating protein, vitamins, and minerals your muscles need, but your body isn't getting the full benefit. For example, vitamin D, magnesium, and B vitamins are crucial for muscle function and nerve signaling. Without enough of them, your muscles can't fire properly, no matter how much you try to exercise. Another factor that speeds up weakness is lack of muscle stimulation. The old advice to take it easy after 60 is one of the worst things you can follow. Muscles operate on a use it or lose it basis. When you stop challenging them, your body sees no reason to keep them. Within just 2 weeks of inactivity, measurable muscle loss can begin. Over months or years, that loss compounds until your legs no longer have the power to support you for long walks, get you up from low chairs, or help you move confidently without fear of falling. There's also nerve-muscle communication to consider. Your muscles don't work alone. They respond to signals from your nervous system. Those signals travel through a complex network of nerves that can weaken with age, especially if you're low in certain vitamins. If the connection between your brain and your legs is fuzzy, the muscles can't contract as strongly or as quickly. This is why some people feel like their legs are sluggish or unresponsive, even when they look normal from the outside. And then there's inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation, common in older adults, can make it harder for your body to recover from activity. Over time, inflammation slowly breaks down muscle tissue and contributes to joint pain, making movement uncomfortable. When movement is uncomfortable, you move less. When you move less, you lose more muscle. It becomes a vicious cycle. But here's the most important thing to remember. None of this is permanent. Muscle is one of the most adaptable tissues in your body. Even at 70, 80, or beyond, your muscles can grow stronger if you give them the right stimulation and nutrition. In fact, studies show that older adults who start a targeted nutrition and light resistance training program can regain strength, improve balance, and rebuild stamina in just a matter of weeks. This is why vitamins matter so much. The right vitamins don't just fill gaps in your diet, they directly support the systems your muscles rely on: nerve signaling, protein synthesis, inflammation control, and energy production. Without these building blocks, your muscles are like an engine running on low-quality fuel. They might still function, but they won't perform well, and they'll wear out faster. So when you feel weaker, slower, or less steady, it's not just getting older. It's your body signaling that something is missing, something you can replace. And when you restore those missing pieces, you'll be amazed at how quickly strength returns. In the next part, we'll dive into the first key vitamin, the muscle activator, and why it could be the missing link in your strength and balance. If you've noticed your legs feeling weaker or less steady, the first nutrient you should think about is vitamin D. This is what I call the muscle activator because it plays a direct role in how your muscles contract and how your nerves communicate with them. Without enough vitamin D, your muscles don't get the right signals, and even simple tasks like getting up from a chair or walking up a few stairs can feel harder than they should. Most people think of vitamin D only as the bone vitamin, but research shows it's equally important for muscle strength and coordination. Here's why. When your brain tells your legs to move, that command travels down your nerves in the form of an electrical signal. For that signal to trigger a strong, smooth muscle contraction, calcium has to move in and out of your muscle cells at the right moment. Vitamin D controls that process. Without it, the signal is weak, the contraction is sloppy, and your legs feel unstable. Now, here's the problem. After age 60, most people are deficient in vitamin D without realizing it. Why? Because your main source isn't food, it's sunlight. When your skin is exposed to UVB rays, your body produces vitamin D naturally, but as you get older, your skin becomes less efficient at making it. Add in the fact that many older adults spend more time indoors, use sunscreen more often, or live in places with limited sun during certain months, and deficiency becomes almost guaranteed. Low vitamin D doesn't just affect your strength, it affects your balance. Studies have shown that older adults with higher vitamin D levels are less likely to fall, even when other health factors are the same. That's because vitamin D doesn't just strengthen muscles, it also supports your vestibular system, the part of your inner ear that controls balance. When both your muscles and your balance system work better, your stability improves dramatically. So how do you know if you're low in vitamin D? Some signs include muscle cramps, general weakness, slower recovery after activity, and more frequent muscle pain. But the only way to be sure is with a simple blood test that measures your 25-hydroxy vitamin D level. For optimal muscle function, many experts suggest aiming for levels between 40-60 mg/ml, though you should always discuss your personal target with your doctor. If you are low, getting your levels up isn't complicated, but it does need to be done the right way. Sunlight is the most natural source, but depending on where you live in the season, it might not be enough. In that case, supplementation becomes important. Vitamin D3 is the preferred form because it's the same type your body makes from sunlight. And here's a key tip. Always take vitamin D with a fat and teddy meal because it's fat soluble. Without fat, your absorption drops significantly. But here's where many people miss the mark. Vitamin D works best when it's paired with vitamin K2. This isn't optional. K2 directs calcium to your bones and muscles instead of letting it build up in your arteries or joints. Without K2, taking high doses of vitamin D over time can actually create problems by sending calcium to the wrong places. A good ratio many experts recommend is about 100 to 200 micrograms of K2 for every 5,000 IU of vitamin D3, though your dosage should be based on your current blood levels and your doctor's advice. Another critical factor is magnesium. Vitamin D can't be activated in your body without magnesium. It's like having a car full of gas, but no key to start the engine. Many older adults are low in magnesium due to dietary changes, medications, or reduced absorption. If you've ever taken vitamin D and felt muscle cramps or twitching, that could be your body telling you it needs more magnesium. When you bring your vitamin D up to an optimal range, the difference in your leg strength can be dramatic. People often report better energy, quicker recovery after walking or exercising, and a noticeable improvement in steadiness when standing or moving. It's not magic. It's simply giving your body what it has been missing for years. Think of vitamin D as the switch that turns your muscles back on. Without it, your muscles are like a light bulb connected to a weak battery, dim, unreliable, and prone to flickering out when you need them most. With enough vitamin D, the power flows freely and your strength returns. In the next section, we'll go over vitamin 2, the energy generator, and how it fuels your leg muscles so you can walk longer, climb stairs easier, and keep moving without getting winded too quickly. If vitamin D is the switch that turns your muscles on, vitamin B12 is the fuel line that keeps them running. Without enough B12, your muscles can get the signal to move, but they won't have the steady flow of energy to keep going. That's why low B12 often shows up as fatigue, weakness, and that frustrating feeling where your legs give out faster than they used to. Vitamin B12 is essential for producing red blood cells, which carry oxygen from your lungs to every muscle fiber in your body. Without oxygen, your muscles can't generate energy efficiently. Instead of burning clean fuel, your body starts to rely on less efficient pathways, leading to quicker fatigue and even dizziness. For your legs, this means shorter walks, slower stair climbs, and less stability when standing for long periods. But B12 doesn't just help deliver oxygen, it also plays a direct role in maintaining your nervous system. Your nerves are wrapped in a protective coating called myelin, and B12 is one of the key nutrients needed to produce it. Without enough B12, that coating wears down, causing nerve signals to slow or misfire. In practical terms, that can mean tingling in your legs, numbness in your feet, or a general lack of coordination that makes you more prone to tripping or losing your balance. Here's why B12 deficiency is such a hidden problem for older adults. As you age, your stomach produces less stomach acid, and intrinsic factor 2 things you absolutely need to absorb B12 from food. Even if you're eating plenty of eggs, fish, or meat, your body may not be extracting enough of the vitamin to meet your needs. Certain medications, especially acid reducers and metformin, can also make this worse. The symptoms can creep in so gradually that people mistake them for just getting older, feeling more tired, having trouble concentrating, experiencing mood changes, or noticing your legs feel heavier than before. These can all be early signs of B12 deficiency. If ignored long enough, nerve damage from low B12 can become permanent, which is why catching it early is critical. The good news is that B12 is one of the easiest deficiencies to correct once you know it's there. The most reliable way to check your levels is with a simple blood test. Optimal levels are often considered to be 500 pg/ml or higher, but your doctor can guide you based on your overall health. If you are low, supplementation can be life-changing. For people with absorption issues, oral supplements may not be enough. This is where sublingual, under the tongue, B12 or injections can make a huge difference because they bypass the stomach and go straight into your bloodstream. The form you choose matters too. Methylcobalamin and adenosylcobalamin are two highly bioavailable forms that your body can use immediately, compared to the more common cyanocobalamin form, which has to be converted before it's useful. Pairing B12 with other B vitamins, especially folate, B9, and B6, creates a synergistic effect for energy production and nerve health. This combination lowers homocysteine, an amino acid that, when elevated, can damage blood vessels and slow circulation to your legs. Better circulation means better oxygen delivery, and that means more endurance when walking or standing. People often underestimate how quickly their energy and stability can improve once their B12 levels are corrected. It's not unusual for someone who struggled to walk to the mailbox without stopping to suddenly find they can make it around the block with ease. That's the power of restoring your body's energy production system. Think of your muscles like the engine of a car. Vitamin D is the ignition key. B12 is the steady stream of fuel that keeps the engine humming smoothly. Without it, you'll stall halfway up the hill, not because your legs aren't willing, but because they simply run out of power. In the next section, we'll move to vitamin 3, the circulation booster, and see how it keeps your legs strong by making sure every muscle fiber gets the nutrients and oxygen it needs to perform at its best. This is the vitamin that not only supports strength, but also keeps your legs feeling light and energized instead of heavy and sluggish. You can have strong muscles and steady energy, but if your circulation is sluggish, it's like having a powerful engine with a clogged fuel line. Your legs depend on a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients to perform, recover, and stay healthy. Poor circulation doesn't just make your legs feel heavy, it can lead to swelling, cramping, and even the slow breakdown of muscle tissue over time. This is where vitamin E comes in, the unsung hero for healthy blood flow and vascular health. Vitamin E acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting the delicate lining of your blood vessels from oxidative stress. Think of it as a protective shield, preventing rust from forming inside your arteries and keeping your circulation pathways clear and flexible. And when your blood vessels are flexible, your heart doesn't have to work as hard to push blood through them. That means more oxygen and nutrients reach your leg muscles with every step you take. Better circulation also means waste products like lactic acid are removed more quickly, reducing soreness and helping you recover faster after physical activity. Vitamin E also plays a role in preventing the clumping of platelets, tiny blood cells that help your body form clots when needed. While clotting is essential in an emergency, excessive platelet clumping can restrict blood flow, especially in smaller vessels in your legs and feet. By keeping blood flowing freely, vitamin E supports endurance, reduces fatigue, and helps maintain warmth in your extremities. For many older adults, circulation issues sneak up slowly. You might notice your feet getting cold more often, your calves cramping during walks, or even a tingling sensation when sitting for long periods. Sometimes these are early signs that your blood flow isn't as efficient as it once was. Over time, reduced circulation can weaken your leg muscles because they're simply not getting the nutrients they need to thrive. The best sources of vitamin E come from whole, unprocessed foods. Almonds, sunflower seeds, hazelnuts, spinach, and avocados are all excellent choices. The vitamin E in these foods comes in its natural mixed tocopherol form, which your body absorbs and uses more effectively than the synthetic versions found in many supplements. If you do choose to supplement, look for one that specifically says mixed tocopherols on the label, not just alpha tocopherol. It's also worth noting that vitamin E is fat soluble, which means your body absorbs it best when it's eaten with a healthy fat. Pairing it with foods like olive oil, avocado, or salmon can maximize its benefits. And unlike some vitamins that show their effects immediately, vitamin E works steadily over time. Its impact is cumulative, strengthening your circulatory system with consistent intake. Research shows that maintaining optimal vitamin E levels can improve walking distance in people with circulation challenges, reduce leg cramps, and even protect against age muscle decline. For those over 60, this can mean the difference between avoiding certain activities out of fear of fatigue and embracing daily walks, hikes, or simply being able to keep up with grandchildren without discomfort. Here's the bigger picture. Muscle strength, energy, and circulation are deeply interconnected. You could be taking the best muscle-building nutrients, but without proper blood flow, your legs will never reach their full potential. Vitamin E ties it all together by making sure every cell gets the oxygen and nutrients it needs while protecting your vascular health for the long run. So we've now covered 3 powerful vitamins: vitamin D, the activator; vitamin B12, the fuel source; and vitamin E, the circulation booster. When these 3 work in harmony, they create a foundation for strength, stamina, and resilience in your legs. But here's the thing, getting these nutrients consistently is just the start. To truly rebuild muscle and walk strong again after 60, you need to combine these vitamins with daily movement, proper hydration, and a nutrient-dense diet. In the final section, we'll bring it all together with practical steps you can start today, so you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. Knowledge alone won't rebuild your legs. Consistent action will. You now understand the 3 powerhouse vitamins for stronger legs after 60. Vitamin D, vitamin B12, and vitamin E. But the real transformation happens when you integrate them into your daily life with purpose. This is the step where information turns into motion and motion turns into strength. The first key is building these vitamins into your diet naturally. Start your morning by getting sunlight exposure for vitamin D. Even 15-20 minutes in the early morning light can help your body produce this vital nutrient. Combine that with a breakfast rich in B12 and healthy fats like scrambled eggs with spinach cooked in olive oil or wild-caught salmon with avocado slices. That way, you're not only getting vitamins, but also giving your body the right environment to absorb them fully. For vitamin E, think of adding a handful of nuts or seeds to your snacks or salads. A spinach salad with sunflower seeds and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil not only tastes great, but delivers a dose of antioxidants that protect your blood vessels. If you enjoy smoothies, blend leafy greens, berries, and almond butter for a powerful nutrient-packed drink that supports circulation and muscle recovery. The second key is consistency. Many people start strong for a week or two and then slip back into old habits. Vitamins work best when your body has a steady supply. Skipping days or weeks won't give you the results you want. Create a simple checklist or routine. Morning sunlight, nutrient-rich meals, hydration, and gentle movement. When these habits are part of your daily rhythm, your body adapts and strengthens naturally. The third key is pairing nutrition with movement. Vitamins alone can't build muscle. You must tell your muscles through activity that they need to grow and stay strong. You don't have to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Start with low-impact activities like walking, swimming, or resistance band exercises. Even 10-15 minutes a day of focused movement can signal your body to direct those nutrients into building and maintaining lean muscle. Here's a simple routine for leg strength and circulation you can do at home. Morning, 10 minutes of gentle stretching followed by a short walk outside to boost vitamin D production and warm up your muscles. Afternoon, light resistance training, squats, heel raises, or seated leg lifts to engage your lower body. Evening, gentle calf stretches and ankle rotations to keep blood flowing to your feet and legs. The fourth key is hydration and mineral balance. Water carries nutrients throughout your body, so being even mildly dehydrated can slow down recovery and energy. Aim for at least 6-8 glasses of water daily and consider adding mineral-rich foods like leafy greens, sea salt, and bone broth to support muscle contraction and circulation. Finally, the fifth key is tracking your progress. Strength after 60 isn't about overnight change. It's about steady, measurable improvement. Notice how far you can walk without fatigue. Pay attention to whether your legs feel lighter, stronger, or more flexible. Small victories add up, and acknowledging them keeps your motivation high. Remember this. Rebuilding your legs is not about fighting age. It's about working with your body's natural design. When you feed it the right nutrients, move it with purpose, and give it consistent care, it responds. Your muscles can grow, your circulation can improve, and your energy can rise at any stage of life. Don't wait for the perfect time to start. The perfect time is when you decide that your health is worth the effort. Your legs carry you through life. They are your freedom, your mobility, your independence. Treat them like the gift they are, and they will serve you well for years to come. In just a few weeks of consistent action, you may notice you're walking farther, standing taller, and feeling more confident in your movement. That's the power of combining these 3 vitamins with daily habits that nourish your body from the inside out. And the best part? This isn't just about your legs. It's about your overall vitality, allowing you to live with energy, freedom, and strength every single day.